Good afternoon, Mr. Secretary, and to the DOTr family. Tony Roman po from the 1st District of Bataan, covering Hermosa, Orani, Samal, and Nabucay towns. Alam nyo, dun sa aking distrito, just like most provinces, we are focused on health. They were focused on, of course, improving education and also providing livelihood for our constituents. The elephant in the room that is often ignored is the role of access and transportation. In fact, for all progressive societies, the hallmark is, or the one indicator of success is mass transit. Earlier, mass transit, and I'm not even talking about, no offense meant to the LTFRB, I'm not talking about tricycles, I'm not talking about jeepneys, or other modes of transportation. I know, in Bataan, pumasok na po yung Grab, which is all good. Pero ang feeling ko po, sa Bataan, hindi po kayo maramdaman ng tao. And that's why, gusto kong malaman, itong proposed budget nyo, how would you break down your proposed budget on a per region basis? How much are you spending of the proposed budget will be spent for Metro Manila, NCR?
Mr. Chair, if I may answer the question, we have to admit, Mr. Chair, that our budget is basically not necessarily based on a per region. And we have to admit that the bulk of our budget, which is rail, and the foreign assisted, consists only of what's the present alignment right now. So in order for the DOTr also to at least give budget to other regions, the first program that we thought of that could at least help other regions, the active transport, Mr. Chair. At least for that, we can easily download the money to the identified LGU so that they can do a program of like bike sharing or bike lanes or a terminal for that purpose. And another one, Mr. Chair, is that the transportation sector's presence in region is either by way of airports, ports, and of course our offices when it comes to LTO and LTFRB.
So just so I understand, so wala ho kayong breakdown per region of how much is allocated per region on for the present budget?
We don't have present, Mr. Chair, but we can submit it and we will do it per region, Mr. Chair.
If you could do that also, to your knowledge, in Bataan, how much have you spent in terms of project spending in Bataan?
I think, Mr. Chair, when it comes to Bataan, it's more of we have a port in Bataan, but the DOTr CO as of at this point in time, Mr. Chair, for Region 3, Mr. Chair, we have a 41 million, Mr. Chair, but I don't know if it's specifically for Bataan.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that 41 million is spent in Bataan. Precisely as I pointed out, we don't feel the presence of DOTr in Bataan. No offense meant. Pag naisip ang DOTr, naiisip opisina, LTO or LTFRB or maybe PPA because we have ports in Lima in Mariveles. But in terms of the masses, yung karamihan po na aming constituents, hindi po namin naramdaman ang programa ninyo sa Bataan. Despite the fact that we have the Roman Expressway, which pag nabuksan po yung Bataan Cavite Interlink Bridge ay magiging ECTEX ang operation niyan. O ano hong klaseng paghahanda ang ginagawa natin? Dalawang tanong po, para handa po yung Bataan at handa ang Region 3 at Region 4A sa pagbubukas ng Bataan Cavite Interlink Bridge. Sa Roman Expressway po, ang dami pong namamatay. Ang tawag po dyan, highway of death. Kasi nagsasabay po ang mga yung mga vehicles at saka yung mga single at saka yung mga motorcycle. So, again, I go back to my initial question. Do you have a mass transit program that you can give my province? Maybe bus lines, bus terminals.
Mr. Chair, as of now, tama po kayo. Wala pa po ang pagkakalam ko po, wala pang concrete na programa para sa Bataan. But may I seek your indulgence, Mr. Chair, kung pwede po kami may pag-ugnayan po sa inyong opisina para at least ngayon po, it's good that you raise it up po at sana may lagay po natin, at least we can start something at pwede natin mapondohan by 2027 or at least for 2026 we can do some like feasibility study kung anong pinakamaganda at mabisang programa ng kagawaran ng transportasyon for the Bataan.
Hindi naman po lingid sa kaalaman ninyo na sa Bataan, isa po ang major highway. At yan po yung Roman Expressway. Hindi naman po kalapisan siguro na humingi kami ng programa para sa Roman Expressway. Kung meron ho existing program tulad ng binanggit niyo, yung bus lines at bus terminals, actually ipinahatid ko na po yan sa dating kalihim kay Vince Dizon, yung aming kahilingan, na kung maaari magkaroon kami ng bus line yon at saka bus terminal. Malaking tulong po yan, marami pong hindi masasawi. Ano? That's number one. Pangalawa po, I feel that Bataan is missing out on an opportunity, an income-generating opportunity. Bataan, as you know, has two coasts, West Philippine Sea and Manila Bay. So actually, I spoke with your 𝐓𝐫𝐵𝐚 plan about this, about the possibility of putting up tourism ports in Bataan. So that way, maramdaman po kayo ng tao. Maramdaman kayo ng tao. I hate to say this is not a bias. When I think of DOTr, I always think of big-ticket projects, which quite frankly doesn't mean anything to my constituents. So I hope sa inyong proposed budget for 2026 that you will be more proactive. Your programs need to be based on data, based on need. Hindi po yung first come, first serve. Hindi po yung kung may kakilala. There are ways of getting information. You can get it from DPWH on how many people die on Roman Expressway and the poverty level along the coast as well. Yun lang ho aking kahilingan. Alam ko meron kayong mga big-ticket projects na sana maaari nyo sagutin. Yung malalaking projects nyo, yung railway project nyo, I believe you're exploring the feasibility of extending it to Bataan. Yung Cavite Interlink Bridge, hindi ko alam kung kailan masisimulan yan. At yung iba hong programa ninyo. So, maaari nyo ba, para bilang pagtatapos, banggitin nyo lang yung big-ticket projects ninyo sa Bataan. Without, of course, let's just keep in mind my request to please download programs that will help more people in Bataan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We hear you, Mr. Chair. Nagipag-ugnayan po ang aming planning office na po. At tama po kayo. There's a need also for us to implement programs that not necessarily big-ticket projects, but still like terminals and how to make the highways safer. At yun po, gagawin po namin yan, Mr. Chair.